shift our focus. A massive fire and subsequent explosion had erupted aboard the Singapore-flagged container ship MV Wan Hai 503 off the Kerala coast. Now, this vessel, which was travelling from Colombo to Mumbai, was carrying hazardous cargo, including over 100 tons of highly polluting bunker oil. The fire reportedly broke out amid ships and quickly spread to the container just ahead of the accommodation block. While the flames are now largely under control, the vessel has begun tilting and several containers have toppled into the sea, some drifting alarmingly close to the Kerala coastline between Kozhikode and Kochi. Now, the Indian Navy and the Indian Coast Guard have launched a joint search and rescue operation. INS Surat and a Dornier surveillance aircraft was swiftly deployed. So far, 18 out of the 22 crew members have been rescued, while the search continues for the remaining 4 who are missing. 2 major private firms have also been roped in to assist with the rescue and the cleanup operations. Now, using its predictive tools, the INCOIS oil spill modeling system has projected that in the event of a 100-ton bunker oil spill, the slick could drift parallel to the coastline within just a couple of days. Now, in response, the coastal surveillance has been intensified and public advisories have been issued. Residents have been urged to avoid contact with any debris or oil washing ashore and to promptly report any sightings to the local authorities. All right, so that, of course, viewers, is the latest that is coming in. I am right now joined by DIG Ashish Mehrotra, who is the commander of Coast Guard Kerala. Good morning, Namaskar, sir, for joining us on Times Now. Can I start by asking you about the operations that are underway off the coast of Kerala to douse the fire? How much of the fire has been doused and how much of it actually remains?
Okay, since yesterday night, if we compare, around 40 to 50% of the fire has reduced on the upper deck, as can be seen by the naked eyes and by the aircraft. There is a reduction of around 40 to 50% of the fire. And the good news is there are no new explosions which have been observed since today morning. Though there is thick black and grey smoke which is emanating from the sea surface up to around 30 to 40 meters high, and which we understand is due to the chemical reactions which are going on board the ship. The vessel is presently stable, though it has listed 10 to 15 degrees to left side, we call it the port side, but it is still stable and there is no significant stability change which is apparent from outside. As of now, no oil has spilled from the ship. Firefighting operations are still on. We are engaged in boundary cooling as well as fighting fire. Coast Guard ships Samudra Prahari, Sachet and Samarth are maintaining an area along with tug Water Lily and offshore Warrior. So that's the update. In addition, there are 2 more ships, Arnavesh and Rajdut, which are undertaking search for the 4 missing personnel at sea.
Commander, could you also tell us about the 4 crew members that are missing for the last 24 hours?
No, dear, since these are lives which are missing at sea, these operations continue for a considerable period of time, generally up to 72 hours. Or after 72 hours also, they are just suspended. If there is any new lead, they recommence. Because this is lives we are talking about, so human life has the greatest value, and that's what we do, we protect.
Could you also help us understand what this hazardous material is, sir, on the ship that has raised a lot of concern?
Dear, there are various mix of chemicals that the ship is carrying. These were basically containerized cargo. And what we understand right now that there were around 143 containers which were having DG cargo. And of interest is what the general public is talking about is nitrocellulose, which when exposed to air, it's an explosive stuff. And probably this is what was causing the explosions on board, along with other various chemicals which the ship was carrying.
All right, Commander Mehrotra, thanks very much for joining us on Times Now and giving us an understanding of what exactly has happened and what we can expect. Remember, the commander saying that the search for the 4 crew members who are missing still continues. We'll keep getting you updates on this. Right now, viewers, it's time for a short break. News and updates continue on the other side.